The Intelligent Wife. Chapter 1. A Mind Beyond Boundaries. Maya always knew she was different. From a young age, her curiosity was insatiable, her mind sharp and restless. While other children played, she devoured books, asked questions no one could answer, and dreamed of a future beyond the small town she called home. When she married Arjun, a kind but conventional man, Maya hoped her intelligence would be celebrated, not stifled. Yet soon after their wedding, she realized that being smart wasn't just about knowledge. It was about navigating a world that often underestimated her. One evening, as Maya prepared dinner, Arjun came home with a worried look. The company he worked for was facing a crisis. A major client threatened to pull out, and the team was at a loss. Without hesitation, Maya offered her ideas, breaking down complex problems into simple solutions. Arjun listened, surprised and impressed. For the first time, he saw the depth of her intelligence, not just in books, but in life. But Maya's journey was just beginning. Chapter 2. Rising Challenges. Maya's confidence grew as she shared her ideas with Arjun's colleagues. At first, some dismissed her. After all, she was just the boss's wife. But her insights were sharp, her solutions practical and effective. One late night, Maya stayed back at the office, working alongside the team to draft a new proposal for the client. Her mind raced through strategies, financial forecasts, and risk assessments. When the proposal was presented the next day, the client was impressed. Arjun watched Maya from a distance, pride mixing with a touch of insecurity. His wife's brilliance was undeniable, but it also threatened to overshadow him in the eyes of his peers. At home, tension simmered. Maya sensed Arjun's unease, but struggled to find the right balance between supporting him and embracing her own potential. Their love was strong, but the path ahead was complicated. Chapter 3. Balancing Acts. Maya knew that intelligence wasn't just about solving problems. It was also about understanding people. At home, she sensed Arjun's growing frustration as his colleagues whispered behind his back about her rising influence. One evening, after a long day at work, Arjun came home late. Maya was waiting with dinner, but instead of the usual warmth, she was met with a cold silence. "Arjun, talk to me," she said softly. He sighed, rubbing his temples. "It's hard, Maya. People are starting to question me. They say I'm relying too much on you. They say it's embarrassing." Maya reached out, taking his hand. "You're not alone in this. We're a team. Your strength is my strength." But she knew words alone wouldn't fix the growing divide. She needed to find a way to support Arjun without dimming her own light. Chapter 4. Proving Ground. The company's crisis escalated. A rival firm was aggressively courting their biggest clients, threatening to unravel all the progress Maya and Arjun had made. The board grew restless, and the pressure in the office was palpable. Maya stepped up, volunteering to lead a special task force to develop a new strategy. Some colleagues raised eyebrows. A woman and the boss's wife taking charge? But Maya welcomed the challenge. She poured herself into the work, crafting detailed plans, inspiring the team, and anticipating every obstacle. Slowly, clients began to return, impressed by the fresh approach and renewed energy. Arjun watched from the sidelines, torn between pride and fear. Maya's success was undeniable, but he worried about what it meant for their marriage, their future. One evening, after a late meeting, Maya found Arjun waiting for her outside the office. His eyes were filled with a mixture of admiration and uncertainty. "We're in this together," he said quietly. "Yes," Maya replied, but we have to figure out how to grow together, not apart. Chapter 5. A Test of Strength. As Maya's influence grew in the company, so did the whispers and sideways glances. Some colleagues couldn't accept a woman, especially the boss's wife, outshining them. One afternoon, a heated meeting erupted when one of Arjun's senior managers openly questioned Maya's proposals. The room was tense, eyes darting nervously between Maya and the manager. Maya remained calm. "My only goal is to help the company succeed. If you have concerns, let's discuss them with facts and data, not assumptions." Her intelligence was her shield and her sword. The manager's challenge was met with clear evidence and thoughtful answers. Slowly, respect replaced skepticism. At home, Arjun saw the toll it took on Maya. She was exhausted but unbowed. Their conversations became deeper, more honest. "Are you afraid I'm going to leave you behind?" Maya asked one night. Arjun shook his head. "No, I'm afraid of losing you to a world that doesn't always value what you bring." Chapter 6. The Turning Point. Maya's perseverance began to change minds. Even the most skeptical colleagues started acknowledging her talents and contributions. The company's fortunes improved, and the board recognized the fresh direction she was steering. But success brought new challenges. Arjun struggled to find his place beside a wife who was no longer just his partner at home, but also a powerful force at work. One evening, as they sat on the balcony watching the city lights, Arjun spoke honestly. "Maya, I want you to shine, but I also want us to stay connected. I don't want to lose what we have." Maya smiled, her hand finding his. "We're not losing anything. We're growing together." It was a turning point. From that moment, they vowed to support each other, to face challenges as a united front. Chapter 7. New Horizons. With renewed understanding, Maya and Arjun began planning for the future, both personally and professionally. They started discussing ways to expand the company, invest in new ideas, and nurture their growing family. Maya also took time to mentor young women in the company, encouraging them to pursue their ambitions despite obstacles. Her intelligence and empathy made her a natural leader and role model. At home, the couple rediscovered joy in simple moments: quiet dinners, weekend walks, laughter with their children. Their bond deepened, strengthened by respect and shared dreams. Maya realized that true intelligence was not just about knowledge, but wisdom. The ability to balance ambition with love, power with humility. Chapter 8. Challenges Within. Just as things seemed to settle, a new challenge arose, not from outside the company, but within their marriage. Maya's increasing involvement in the business began to strain their personal time. Arjun felt sidelined once again, and old insecurities crept back. One evening, after Maya canceled their planned dinner to finish a presentation, Arjun confronted her gently. "Maya, I know how important your work is, but I miss us. I miss the balance we had." Maya sighed, torn between her passion and her love. "I'm trying, Arjun, but sometimes it feels like I have to give everything just to keep up." They realized that intelligence also meant knowing when to pause, to listen, and to prioritize what truly mattered. Chapter 9. Finding Balance. Recognizing the strain, Maya and Arjun made a pact to set boundaries between work and home. They designated certain evenings as unplugged time. No phones, no emails, just them and their family. At first, it was difficult. Maya struggled to detach from work, and Arjun grappled with feeling less involved in the company's day-to-day. But slowly, these moments rekindled their connection. They talked, laughed, and shared dreams without distractions. Their home became a sanctuary once more. Maya realized that intelligence wasn't just solving problems or seizing opportunities. It was about understanding priorities and nurturing relationships. Chapter 10: Legacy. Years later, Maya and Arjun stood together at the company's anniversary celebration. The business had grown beyond anyone's expectations, but more importantly, their partnership had matured into a foundation of trust and respect. Maya's intelligence had shaped not just the company, but their lives, teaching them resilience, empathy, and the power of unity. As they looked out at the crowd, Maya squeezed Arjun's hand. "We did it, together." He smiled. "The smartest decision I ever made was marrying you." Their story wasn't just about brilliance. It was about love, growth, and the strength found in walking through life side by side.